Hi, hello everyone. This is RK. Welcome back to my channel Byte Code with RK. If you are new to my channel, please do like, share, and subscribe to my channel. For notifications, click on bell icon. If you have any queries on the current session, please comment below. I will try to clarify your doubt. Currently, we are discussing one of the most important concept of the Java8 feature, that is option class. And we have covered a few methods of the option class. Right now, we will discuss orElseThrow method of the option class. Let us see what is orElseThrow method in option class. Examples on wrapper and custom types. In today's session, we will discuss one of the method of the option class, that is orElseThrow. orElseThrow. Okay. So orElseThrow method is used to throw the exception if an object of the option class returns empty. So it will throw the an error if an object of the option class returns empty. Is used to throw an exception if an object of option class returns empty. The second and the syntax for this is it having two syntaxes actually. So the first one is T is the generic type and return type is the T, which is generic type, and having or else throw method without parameters. Okay, this is the one. The second one is that return type also T only, means generic type, or else throw. But this one will take supplier as an argument. Okay, so orElseThrow method is used to throw an exception if object of the option class returns empty, and it having two methods in it. So the first one is orElseThrow method constructor, and then second one is orElseThrow the first one is orElseThrow method without parameters. The second one is orElseThrow method with supplier as an input. Okay, and both returns generic type T. Okay, so if you are new to the supplier function interface, please go through my previous videos. I have done a video on the supplier interface so that you will get some idea on the supplier function interface. Okay, let us implement the orElseThrow method with example. Okay, else throw option. Okay, I have declared the method. Now I am defining the method. Now I have created the method. Let's implement the orElseThrow with an examples. First I will try with the wrapper types. Okay, so from the definition, it is used to throw an exception. When it will throw means if the object of the option class returns empty, then it will throw the exception. Okay, so to throw that exception, we will use these two methods, say either one of these methods. Okay, let me implement. First of all, I am taking the optional class, option class of type string. Okay, and the object name is orElseThrow is the object name, and I am assigning here. I am taking to read the values. I am using optional dot of welcome to the concept of option class. Okay, so this is the string that I am passing inside the half method of the option class. Okay, so I need to import this option from the java.util package. Okay, so I have imported. Now I have created an option class object, that is orElseThrow object, and it is of type string, which takes optional dot of method. Inside it taking the string as a parameter. Here the string is welcome to the concept of the option class. Okay, so I'm just trying to print this one. This out or
else throw. I am directly printing. Let me run this one. You see, I am getting whatever we are passing, right? We are getting whatever we are passing, right? That only we are getting on the console. So if you don't want optional of this one, then you can apply get method. Okay, get method only. But if you are sure that the object returning some value, then only we can apply the get method. Otherwise we cannot apply the get method. If you want to apply the get method, you should apply if present or is present before applying the get method. Okay, let me run again, and now you won't see this optional dot of data. You can directly see the welcome to the concept of the option class. Okay, let me rerun this one. See, now you can see without optional of you can see directly the string whatever we are passing. Okay, this is so far this is fine, and we have seen this with multiple examples. Okay, so now comes to our session, that is orElseThrow method. Okay, let me comment this one and then take the same. Okay, so orElseThrow, right? orElseThrow is the object which having some string value. Okay, for that I am applying orElseThrow. If you see orElseThrow, we have two methods in orElseThrow. Okay, as I said earlier, we have two methods related to orElseThrow. One is the orElseThrow with empty parameters, and the second one is orElseThrow with supplier as an input. Okay, so for now I am just using the orElseThrow without parameters. Okay, let me apply this one. So now you can see, so this orElseThrow method I am applying on the optional object. Okay, so as per the definition, orElseThrow method will throw an exception if the object of the option class is returns empty. Okay, see, if you see this one, object of the option class is orElseThrow. Okay, this is the object, but it having some value, right? So some value, so it will not execute this orElseThrow method because it having a value. So it will directly print the value. It will means it will execute this one, but it will not throw any error since it having some value, right? So since it having value, it doesn't throw any exception. If it is empty, then it will throw exception. Let me go through inside the orElseThrow method. If you see the orElseThrow method here, so it will checks internally if value equal to null, means whatever we are getting value here, right? If you see here that the optional object is throwing anything, means if the orElseThrow object is having some value, right? So since it's having value, it is not null. So if you see here, value equal to null, it will check, but value having some value, right? So it is not equal to null. Okay, so it will not execute this one, and it will directly return that value whatever it having. Okay, it will return that value directly. That's why even if you execute this one also, you will get the output, because it is not returning any empty value, it was returning some value, right? That's why it was not throwing any error. Okay, up to this fine. Let us see with the throwable case. Okay, I am taking orElseThrow as one, and I am taking this one as an empty. Okay, dot empty. So now what will happen? orElseThrow is returning empty. I am optional dot empty assigning to the orElseThrow one object. Okay, so it was returning orElseThrow one is returning empty data. So when we have empty, right, is used to throw an exception if the object of the option class returns empty. So this is the object of the option class, right? It is returning empty, returns empty, then it will throw the exception. So orElseThrow one, internally it goes to the orElseThrow method, and here it will check the condition. So which means orElseThrow internally uses if else conditions. Okay, so here it will comes to the condition where value is nothing but empty equal to null, then it will throw the exception. So no such element exception and no value is present is the message. okay, and it doesn't return this value. It will directly throw this exception. Okay, let me run this one again. See, welcome to the concept of option class is the first sysow statement. It was executed when you are using orElseThrow one object. It was throwing error. Why? Because you are getting empty value from the orElseThrow one object. Okay, so you see the same exception, no such element exception, and no value is present. That's what we are seeing here, right? No such an element exception and no value present. Okay, so when there is no value, right, that time it will throw the exception using orElseThrow method. Okay, this is the concept, but orElseThrow method is right, it will not directly throw the error. It will internally checks the if and else conditions and then return the value based on the given input. It will return the value. We can see one more example with the same. I'm taking orElse with a dot of nullable of some string I am passing. So it's not a string, it is a double quotations. Okay, throw null. This I can take it as empty. But I am commenting this one. Okay, and now I am passing empty string data, but the string doesn't have any content. Only I am passing double quotations. Okay, so let us see what will happen. Now I am clearing the screen and then I rerunning this one. You see, in the first statement I am getting orElseThrow having some value, right? So it was we are able to see welcome to the concept of option class. So we can see when it comes to the orElseThrow null, right, you are passing something but in the double quotations, but nothing in the double quotations. That's why it was not printing and it was terminating. Okay, if you see the or else I let me comment this one also and then rerun again this one. You see, it was terminated with because you are passing double quotations alone without having content, right? So it was terminated. It doesn't print anything since there is no data within the double quotations. That's why it was not printing anything. Let me give some spaces within the double quotations and then rerun again this one. You see, here also it was not printed, but if you see the output clearly, let me the cursor is now here. It having two spaces right inside the double quotations. Let me move the cursor to the console, and here I am putting the cursor. If you see, cursor was pointing on the third position because you are giving two spaces in the half nullable method within the double quotations, right? So it was 1, 2. Two spaces are there, that's why it was giving two spaces followed by the cursor. Okay, this is all about the orElseThrow with wrapper types. Okay, let me implement with the custom types. With custom types, to work with the custom type, right? If you are following my tutorial, I have previously created a players class, that is the custom class. So players is the class, that is custom class. It having some fields, number, name, runs, 4, 6 and matches, and having setter, getter, constructors, methods. Okay, so this is the class, and I have one more class like data source class, which having get data method, which returns list of players, and it is a static method. Okay, inside the static method I have created a list of players object, and I have added a couple of players to the players object, and I am directly returning the players, whatever players I have added here, right? So I am directly returning those players. Okay, let me try with this one. Optional dot list of players I want to get. Okay, list of players I want to return. Okay, or else throw cust. Okay, equal to, I need an option class to read the data. Optional dot of nullable I'm taking, because I don't know whether this custom object having data or not. To get the data, we need to call data. So source dot get data. Okay. So here, if you see here, data source is the class and it is having get data method. So it is returning players, right? So I am applying data source dot get data means I will get a list of players details. Okay. I need to import this list and the players also. Okay. Sys out or else throw cast. Okay. This is the word. So I am printing this one. Let me run this one to see the output before applying orElseThrow. You see, I am getting all the players list. Okay, all the players list I am getting. If you want to only the get without optional means you can apply the get method directly. Okay, so this is fine. See, without option you can see the players details directly. Okay, so you can see all the players details. This is fine. So far it is fine, and we have seen this example with we have seen couple of examples on this one. Okay, so when you apply orElseThrow, then how it will be? That's the matter here. Okay, let me comment this one. So here cust dot orElseThrow I am applying. Okay, and let me clear the screen and rerun again. Even though if you see the output, I can see the place list of all the players. Okay, even though I applied orElseThrow, right, it was not throwing any error because orElseThrow custom object getting data source dot get data as some place list of players I have. Since I have a list of players and it is written all the list of players, so when the data is returned to this, so it was the orElseThrow cust object is not empty. Okay, because data source dot get data will returning some data. So when you apply orElseThrow, right, it internally checks what if the value is null or not. It will check. Since it having some value, right, it was not throwing any error. It was directly returning that value. Okay, without throwing any error, because the object is not null, right? So it is not null, it is not empty, then it is not throwing any error, but it is directly returning the value. So that is fine. Now I just want to return instead of players, I just want to return only the null value. Okay, let me see this one. Okay, now I am returning the data source dot get data as a null. So the orElseThrow cust object is null now. orElseThrow, when you apply orElseThrow method on the optional object, then it will internally goes to here and it will check value is null or not. Now the since I am returning data source dot get data as null, right? Null. So it was internally goes here optional and then checks if the value is null or now the value is null because I am returning null from the data source dot get data, right? So it will throw the exception, no such an element exception and no value is present, and then it terminates the program. Okay, let me run this one now. I just want to clear these logs and then rerun again this program. You see, you are getting no such an element exception and no value is present because I am returning from the data source get data, I am returning null, right? So that's why it was throwing null. Okay, so this is where the concept of orElseThrow comes into the picture. So far we have seen the orElseThrow without parameters. Let me see the same with before that I need to comment this one. Let me see one more example on the same. Okay, dot orElseThrow supplier is the function interface. Okay, supplier is the one that doesn't take any value. Since it doesn't take any value, I am passing empty parameters. Here I am applying the lambda style. So lambda style means parenthesis followed by a roundmark and then followed by the body. Okay. New runtime exception of players object is empty. Okay. Now I am applying this orElseThrow with which takes supplier as an input. Okay. So now supplier is the one which doesn't take any value and returns some value. So I am returning the runtime exception, that is player object is empty. I am applying some user friendly message to the end user. Okay. So this is the way of applying orElseThrow with the input argument as a supplier. Okay. So this is similar to the orElseThrow only, but here you are passing the custom message. Okay. Let me run this one. First of all, I need to clear the logs and run again. You see, runtime exception only I am throwing here, right? A runtime exception and player object is empty. You see, player object is empty. A custom message I am throwing. So using this orElseThrow with supplier as an input. Okay. Here also it will check. If you go through the same like supplier without arguments, right? Here also it will check whether the value is null or not. If it is not null, it will return the directory values. If it is null, then it will throw the exception, whatever exception you are passing, right? So here in this case, we are passing supplier as runtime exception, right? Runtime dot get it was getting. Okay. So here X is the like runtime exception. Okay. So it was returning throws exception supplier dot get means, so it will return that whatever exception we are throwing, right? A runtime exception with the custom message it was throwing on the console. Okay. This is all about the orElseThrow method with wrapper types and custom types and also examples on each type. I hope this session is clear for all of you. See you in the next session with the new topic.
Please do like, share, comment and subscribe to my channel. For notifications, click on bell icon. Follow me on Instagram, X and Facebook. Thank you.